Okay, what does this second Revelation chapter 12 sign mean? In case anybody has not been keeping up, in 2017, the Revelation 12 sign, the great wonder in heaven, happened on 9/23, September 23rd. This is where the woman was in the heavens, clothed with the sun, with the crown on her head, with 12 stars, and the moon under her feet. This happened in 2017, about 6 years ago. Now it is happening again in this month, September, not on the 23rd. I think it's on the 19th. But this time, the woman is giving birth. And it is the comet coming through. And it is giving birth. Now she is giving birth. So what does it mean? Well, the problem with a lot of rapture watchmen, so to speak, is that every single thing that happens, they say it's going to be a rapture right away. This is the folly of all those guys. I'm going to tell you what I think it means. And you make up your own minds. And you don't even have to come to a conclusion. But I'm going to give you what I think. Now, first of all, I have to explain to you how the Jewish calendar works as opposed to our calendar we're on right now. So our calendar we're on right now, we're in 2023, okay, on this side of the graph. And we are in September. Now the Jewish calendar has been changed. It is not the biblical Jewish calendar today. It has been flipped 180 degrees backwards. So now what is normally on the Jewish calendar the first month of their year is actually the 7th month. So now they are calling Tishri, which lands in September and sometimes October, Tishri, the first month of the new year. That is what they say. And this new modern Jewish calendar, Tishri 1, is the Feast of Trumpets. It's one of the Jewish holy days. There are 7 of them. So they're calling the 7th month actually the first month. So they're saying that their new year starts here in September. Okay? Now that is on the new Jewish calendar that's been changed. The original calendar in the Bible says that the month of Nisan, which is in March and sometimes in April also, is actually the first month of the new year. That is the biblical calendar. But regardless, I want to show you how that works around our calendar, you see. Now the Revelation chapter 12 sign that is happening this month, which will be the second one, that is giving birth to the man-child, is happening right around Tishri 1. Right around the New Year, if you go by the new Jewish changed calendar. Okay? So it is happening right around the festival of Feast of Trumpets. Now, what does it mean? This is the big question. What does it mean? Well, let's go back in time. Okay? When the man-child, Jesus, was born, was there any rapture going on? No. What happened? We have Herod giving a command to kill all the children under 2 years old. So you know what that looks like to me? That looks like to me that this sign in the heavens of the man-child being born is a 2-year warning. Now you know the amazing thing about this 2-year warning? This takes me back to September 23rd in 2025. This is where I was originally thinking that the rapture was. Now I'm back because of this sign. And oh man, September 23rd, this is almost exactly 2 years that it will take you to September 23rd, 9/23. The amazing thing about this 9/23 in 2025 is that remember, the first Revelation 12 sign was on 9/23 in 2017. So we see some connections here. So is this a 2-year warning? So if we go 2 years from this month, Tishri, we land in Tishri, like I said, in 2025, 923. And all the predictive programming over there in 923. People are thinking that predictive programming is for now. Maybe. But that's what I think it is. When the man-child was born, just like in the heavens, but 2,000 years ago when the man-child was born, there was a command to kill all the children under 2 years old. What I honestly think that is like around the 5th seal and other seals, where there's 2 years where they're going to possibly kill people. Now we backtrack into 923, and there are amazing things surrounding this number. So in Gematria, go on the Gematria calculator on Google. In Gematria, if you type in the words Feast of Trumpets, the numerical value is not almost. It is exactly 923. And the Feast of Trumpets that lands on 923 is in 2025. And that matches up with the 2-year warning that we're getting right now with this Feast of Trumpets. Take it 2 years down, you get to 2025, right around 923. Another thing about 923 is that in the Strong's Concordance, it means, this is crazy, to glisten. To glisten as white or red marble alabaster. Look these things up yourself. I lie not. Okay? And there was so much other things about 923. I've done videos on it. If you look up the most commonly used radio frequency for the towers, it's 923. That's crazy, because all this has to do with the frequency and the rapture and magnetism and things like this. I mean, you can't even make it up. It's unbelievable. And then all of the predictive programming on 923 in the movies and on the shows that I'm going to put in this video right now, you're going to see it. It's crazy. So am I saying for sure that that's what this is? No, I can't do that because we don't know for sure. But that's what it looks like to me. The woman in the heavens giving birth to the man-child. Yes, now we are symbolic of the man-child, but we got to look in the past to see the future. Isaiah 46:10, God declares the end from the beginning. Ecclesiastes 1:9, all these things repeat themselves. So what happened when the man-child was born? Well, there was no rapture. He came to earth. So there was a 2-year decree to kill all the babies under 2 years old. So you see what I'm saying? And this also goes along with the Great Deliverance. The 2 years into the famine, Great Deliverance. In Genesis chapter 45, look at this 2-year thing here. Genesis chapter 45, 2 years into the 7 years. 2 years in. This would be the whole 7 years. But this right here would be 2 years into the famine. There was a great deliverance. So we see this 2-year thing. So if we start from right now, we go 2 years in. You're in September 923 almost in 2025. However, another interesting option is this could be the end of a 2-year marker, because this last 7 years, the Shemitah, started, depending on which Jewish calendar you use, but if we start the new year, the new modernized calendar, in September, Tishri, if you go 2 years back, starting the new year there, this is actually the marker for 2 years into the 7 years. So that would be actually this month. So in that case, if this pattern is correct and being used like this, this is a 2-year marker, and then there would be a great deliverance like around this time. Unless this is the beginning of a 2-year marker, taking it 2 years down the road past right now, which is around 923 in 2025. So it depends how you look at it. You have to be a little open-minded. So I just see patterns. That's what I see. How to decipher what these things mean. Now remember, Revelation chapter 12, Revelation chapter 12 says that the dragon was ready to devour the man-child as soon as it was born. 2024 is the year of the dragon. That's crazy. Right? 2024, the year of the dragon. Now the man-child is being born in the heavens right now. Well, in a few days, in a week or two. So, I mean, could it be a rapture? You never know. Time will tell. And then 2025 is the year of the snake. The garden pattern repeating itself.
In 9 hours and 23 minutes, you'll be mine.
On the 23rd day of the month of September, in an early year of a decade not too long before our own, the human race suddenly encountered a deadly threat to its very existence. And this terrifying enemy surfaced, as such enemies often do, in the seemingly most innocent and unlikely of places.
923. Clearly, he's leaving us a code. Some way to reach him.
Time or date, maybe? September 23rd?
September 23rd, 1780.
923 Church Street, 47th floor. You better hurry.
This is Agent Dunham. I need immediate evac. 923 Church Street. There's a device on the 47th floor. Nicely done.
Good performance.
Captain's log, stardate 23.9, rounded off to the nearest decimal point. We've traveled back in time to save an ancient species from total annihilation.
Go ahead. Tell yourself it's just a number.
The miracle of deliverance. By 923, the water of life shall proceed forth from the throne of the Lamb, and the day of the Lord shall be a...
She called us. It was Thursday morning, 9:23. I thought, okay, this is it. Here we go.